bracket is revealed, and we are welcoming to the breakdown. We'll be breaking down each region, and we have a special guest with us today. He was with us for the championship, national championship pregame show. Welcome back, Alex Cartwright.
What's going on, everybody? I'm back here. Gonna predict the March Madness tournament.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what are your initial reactions to all the seedings and everything before you get started with your bracket? What's your reaction to the field, and who are some teams that can make a Cinderella run this year?
Cinderella run. Honestly, I could see Cinderella run. I would see I would say I don't know, maybe Furman.
Yeah, I can see that.
Furman's been pretty good. I also see I mean maybe Princeton. I don't know. I don't think they'll beat Arizona. Maybe I could see it happening with Drake because
Yeah, you can see Drake doing that.
and the most likely matchup, the most likely number one seed I see losing is Houston.
Yeah. In my initial bracket, I had the 16 seed Texas Southern beating Purdue in the first round.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think that
say
would be,
Texas Southern could make a Cinderella run.
yeah. There's definitely a lot of good teams out there.
And even though, um,
Well, while you go through your bracket, go by your favorite matchups as well. Go over some of your favorite matchups, and then I mean, obviously the bracket, but
my favorite matchups.
yeah,
First one, I'm gonna go with a little bias here. I'm gonna say Missouri versus Utah State. Of course, that'll be a fun matchup to watch. But one that I am excited for is Kentucky versus Providence. That should be an amazing game. And I do like the Michigan State versus USC matchup.
yeah.
And Penn State versus Texas A&M. That should be a really fun one.
There's a lot of good matchups here. You know, Auburn Iowa would be a good matchup. I think the most dangerous region right now is probably the Midwest.
Yeah, the Midwest is looking
The
pretty good.
Midwest. Go ahead. The Midwest and the East is two really good regions, in my opinion. It has Memphis. Actually, no, I lied. I had Purdue moving on over Texas Southern. I lied about that. But Memphis is a really good team. You have Duke in there. You have Kentucky Providence. You have Marquette in there. I think the East is probably the best region. Definitely close with the Midwest.
Yeah, I could.
But I'm going to give the edge to the best region. It's probably going to be the East.
Yeah, the East definitely is stacked up for sure.
All right, let's go over your bracket. I'm really interested to see some of these picks.
Ooh, my bracket. All right. So my bracket is a bit kind of all over the place.
Give me some upsets. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Do whatever you want, but I'm really interested to hear some of these.
Well, in the first round, a few upsets I have is I have Houston losing in the first round.
Whoa!
I don't know. I just have a feeling they won't win.
Does Marcus Sasser really change the team that much?
Yeah.
Wow. That's shocking.
Yeah, you see, his presence was obviously, you know,
Miss.
you could, in the championship, you could see that him not being there, it was tough for Houston.
One team I'm interested to see where you have is Creighton. I want to see how far you put Creighton.
Creighton, yeah. I also have Charleston over San Diego State.
I do have that one. I have that one as well.
And I also have another big upset.
Give it to me.
Vermont over Marquette.
You're joking.
I mean, I could see it. Vermont.
That's a big one. I think a lot of people are expecting Marquette to move on.
No, they haven't played. You never know because they have not. I don't think they haven't played against the ranked opponent. I mean, they played St. Mary's, but at the time they weren't ranked.
The Iowa State and the Mississippi State or Pitt game, that's going to be a good game either way. Yeah, I had the upset in that one. I'm just looking at some of these matchups. Gonzaga. You there?
Yes, I'm here. But these matchups really interesting.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about these. forgot you can only have like a limited amount of points. Heck. How many does Creighton have?
I think a team that could also shock everybody to make it far is Auburn.
Really? My mom would be excited to hear that.
Yeah, they have a pretty good defense, and they've proven that they could play well against ranked opponents, except for sometimes, I don't know. They might come out looking well, they might not.
Oh. If you were to stick, I also have a question, but who else am I going to pick here? Man, we got 80 left? What? That sucks. I guess like shoot.
So
Alright, I'll be right back. Let's get this bracket going. Alright. I'm excited. Alex, are you ready for your tournament bracket?
yes.
right, let's get going here. One double-digit seed has reached every Sweet 16. Who will be that double-digit seed this year?
Double-digit seed. Honestly,
I could say Colgate.
Colgate.
Colgate. I definitely really see Colgate doing that. I might be wrong.
But do you think they can beat Texas?
Huh?
Do you think they could beat Texas?
Yeah. I think so. They're that good of a team.
Yeah, I do agree. I think a team that could shock everybody is Boise State. I think they have
Yeah.
high chance teams like Boise State, Penn State, Providence. So I wanted to ask this question. So what do you expect out of the 4 first seed in this tournament?
Sir?
What do you expect out of the 4 first seeds in this tournament?
The first seed?
Yeah.
Like all 4 first seeds?
Yeah.
I think Alabama and Kansas probably have the potential to go the farthest, in my opinion. Kansas is vulnerable, and Texas knows how to beat Kansas and beat Kansas well. If Alabama can continue to shoot the 3 like they did today, and the way they play today, I don't think anyone can, and I don't think any one of these teams in this tournament can beat Alabama if they play the way they played today.
Alabama is ranked 6th in points per game. So they have a total of 82.8 points per game. That is ranked 6th in all of the country. So they do play great offense. They could really come at you to shooting. Dude, they've
Okay, here it is.
about Houston is they're missing their star player, and Purdue has been weak throughout some of
Yeah.
the end of the season. I don't.
Dang, Texas and Colgate is close.
Texas is a solid team this year, but
Oh, for sure.
Colgate is also a solid team as well. So should be a fun one to watch. Should be.
Sad part is I'm gonna miss most of the Thursday games.
What's wrong?
I have that softball thing I gotta do.
You know what I don't get? I don't get why they do games while we're in school. Do they do that? They have games while we're in school?
I mean, really? I don't know. It's mainly the Thursday. It's the first round games are always tough to watch.
Yeah.
Which to me, I think is the funnest round to watch.
Yeah, so the first round is.
I wonder if there's really any guaranteed upsets. Like any team that could guarantee upset. Like if there's like any like teams that you would like, okay, this team's gonna beat this team no matter what.
Well, I don't really know if there's a team like that. Unless you're going off of seedings like 8 versus 9. Like, if the 9 beats the 8 seed, would that count as an upset? Or
The only one that I could consider would be a strong upset in round one, and I don't know why would you pick this other team. That's Louisiana over Tennessee.
yeah. And
Tennessee's
Tennessee.
missing. Without Zakai, they're not that great of a team. I'm sorry. I would definitely pick Louisiana.
Yeah, they have just been gotten. I mean, they've been defeated by. They don't play. They don't play so good on the road. That's for sure. As of lately, they haven't been playing so good on the road there.
I just have a feeling.
Road win was on January 21st against LSU.
Rick.
They're a 5-game losing streak on the road. I mean, I guess home field advantage doesn't, or home court advantage doesn't really matter in the tournament.
Oh, Creighton and NC State at 4. Dang it, dude. Oh. Oh. trying to think of what games I can call on Thursday.
Did they release the
There's
times for the game?
Yeah, there's some games that I was looking at the times.
Did they announce the Missouri time?
I know we play at 4:30. Or 2:45. We play at 2:45. Y'all play at 1:40. That sucks.
Dang, bro. 140 on Thursday.
Howard and Kansas at 2. Arkansas and Illinois at 4:30. It's not too bad.
What I might do is just I might not get anybody to spoil it for me, and when I get home, I'll just watch it through. I'll just download it and watch it.
Well, I'll spoil it for you.
Or I could just miss it. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna spoil it for you. There's no doubt about it. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that game.
Yeah. And plus in Spanish, my teacher, he tells us to put our phones up so and I sit in the front of the room, so I don't know how I'm gonna get away with watching the game.
Well, you probably could have your computer out and have it on ESPN.
I know the teacher just walks around the room.
Oh, yeah. You could have multiple things open.
Like I guess I could do like the old classic under the desk. Just like look.
No, I would have Dang, he got 67 to 68 right. Lenardi had 67 to 68 right.
For what?
Impressive. Lenardi.
Wait, did somebody predict the teams?
Well, Joe Lenardi's field, he had 67 to 68 teams right.
Dang, that's.
He had Rutgers in the tournament.
I also have an idea that might.
How many games? Oh, I'm not missing too many games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I can get home by 6:50, stream the rest of the night, that'd be great.
Oh, well, you missed the Alabama game?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, though.
Or I could get out of school early.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, it probably won't work. It'll most likely not even work.
Because you have Spanish class, dude.
Screw Spanish.
Bruh.
I already did the exam.
So you're going to say, Mr. Velasquez, basketball is more important than this stupid Spanish?
Oh, no, that's not my Spanish teacher.
Oh, wait, who is it?
Mr. Seabrook.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Does he teach Spanish, Velasquez?
I think so.
Oh. I thought it was Velasquez. I thought it was.
I hope that we win, even if I unfortunately have to miss the game. But good news is I can always go back on replay and watch it. Cause
yeah, That's true.
There is a website that has full replays of NCAA games. Wait, so what? So okay, so like usually I might get to see the end of it though. I'll probably get to see the ending of the game.
Yeah, I'll be able to see the ending of the Alabama game.
Oh man, these games are tough to pick. Just thinking about March Madness.
There's gonna be a
First,
perfect bracket this year. Watch this is Dick Vitale selecting his bracket. He is. Oh, he's got Alabama, Baylor, Texas, Miami, Duke, Marquette, Kansas, Gonzaga, and the Elite Eight.
I go to the Midwest, and up there, it's going to be Miami and Texas. I'll tell you this, I have Texas marching on, and then I look in the West. In the West, we got Penn, the Jayhawks. Look it up with the Zags and Gonzaga. I look for that, the Zags. We move on to the Final Four. When it's all said and done in the Final Four, we got right now Alabama and Duke, and I got to go with the Crimson Tide. Look, it's that good. I really like that Alabama team. On the other side, Final Four, I look at Gonzaga and Texas, and I think that Texas will find a way to beat Gonzaga. I think Rodney Terry celebrating, and they're going to march on to the Final Four.
Dick Vitale's Alabama.
The Alabama Crimson Tide. Yes, not just a football, Papa. Basketball has arrived. Big time. County Tuscaloosa.
Starting in the South, I have Alabama Creighton. Brandon Miller is just hard to deal with. He can play multiple positions and an excellent player. He'll be the difference in that game. Going down to the East, I have Duke Marquette. Marquette depends on a lot of turnovers to be able to win games. Duke's better taking care of the ball, especially with Proctor at the point guard. I have Duke advancing there. Going to the Midwest, I have Houston and Texas. Texas so good with that three-guard front, especially when Sir Jabari Rice goes into the game.
Yeah, nobody has Houston in their Final Four.
And then down the west, I have UConn, TCU. I just love the depth of these Huskies. UConn advances there.
Boy, I start off in the South, and I got Alabama and Creighton. Creighton's obviously long, athletic, and defense, but they're not Alabama. Alabama advances there. Duke and Marquette. Duke handles the Marquette pressure. Duke size, length, athleticism, guard play, they advance. Over in the Midwest, we have Miami, who the upset over Houston. They're going to take on Texas. But in that game, Texas' ability to defend with multi-positional players, they advance. And then I got UConn and UCLA. With UConn advancing with their size, and Jordan Hawkins is going to make a bunch of jumpers. My Final Four, Alabama and Duke. I got Alabama winning, Brandon Miller, and the depth and athleticism of Alabama. Texas, UConn. Texas is on the defense today, has the ability to disrupt UConn. And I have Alabama coming down the next.
Well, I have Alabama advancing to the Elite Eight for all the reasons you guys outlined, but they're going to play Arizona. I like Arizona's big guys, the ability to run the floor, and how efficient Arizona is offensively. In the East, I think Duke, because all the
All right. Sorry, I was just watching that. Seems like everybody's in agreement with Alabama cutting down the nets.
like winning it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that, but
Oh, wow. Jay Biles has Arizona over Bama. Dang.
it's interesting. Interesting. If we win, the bad thing is if we win, end up having to go play Arizona if they win their game, though. If we win and Arizona wins, we'd have to play Arizona.
Reese Davis has Alabama, Arizona, Houston, Texas. This is all basic stuff. Come on, Reese. Duke and Marquette. Everybody's in agreement about Duke.
Okay, I'm gonna change my opinion about Marquette real quick. I'm gonna have them win.
Alabama, Duke, Texas, and UConn. Is Duke a 4 seed? They're the 4 seed, right?
No, they're the 5th seed.
Why does ESPN have them a 4 seed?
They have them at 5th seed playing Oral Roberts.
What?
Are you looking at the wrong? Am I looking at
No, I'm watching the bracketology. They have Duke as the 4. They're getting ready to reveal the women's bracket.
Wait, are you looking at bracketology?
I don't know.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at the official bracket.
I'm watching bracketology. It has the women's tournament's coming to Greenville, Alex.
For real?
Huh?
For real?
Yeah.
What about the men's tournament?
They came to Greenville last year.
Oh, last year.
I went to it.
Which game did you go to?
I went to the Duke Michigan State game and the Miami Auburn game.
It was at the place that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, I was at Bonds Course.
Yeah, I told my brother that they hosted March Madness tournament there. They hosted like games there. What's the closest that they're hosting games?
Definitely that site.
Like, what's the closest place to us they are hosting games?
To this year, Greensboro.
Greensboro?
Yeah. That would be my guess, right?
North Carolina? And that's 3. That's past Charlotte.
They got 4 women and 1 man up there. Feel bad for that 1 man. I'm really interested to see where Alabama lands. A reminder, to YouTube, I will be live. I'll be reacting to the ESPN Final Four or the women's Final Four and national championships. I'll be live for those. I have checked my schedule. I'll try to see if there's any time I could live stream those games. And there's just not any time except for those 2 rounds. So I will be live for those 2 games. Or for those 3 games. I watch the land. Oh, it's in Dallas this year? That's cool. South Carolina, let me see. That's expected. I would be shocked to not see South Carolina in the Final Four of the women's. Norfolk State. South Florida, Marquette. Okay. Do you think the men's should be able to host each regional?
What do you mean?
Like in the women's, each team is hosting, or the higher seeds in each like 4-game, like 2-game, 14 region, like the 1, 16, and 8 and 9. Oklahoma and Portland. Do you think they should be able to do that?
I'm gonna be honest. I still am confused on what you mean.
So, okay. So I'm watching the women's because it's just on right now. But South Carolina's the overall 1 seed, and they're going to host their region or their part of the region. So, like Notre Dame, they're hosting their matchups. Their first and second round sites, they're hosting it because they're the higher seed.
So they have home court advantage.
They'll have home court advantage.
I don't like home court advantage in tournaments like that because it just doesn't really fit. I mean, like, in my opinion, I think that the World Series and the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals should be hosted at a neutral site.
Really?
Yeah, like how they do in the Super Bowl. They host it at a certain team's stadium. And
Right.
but I guess the chances are it's a 7-game series, so somehow the home team, a team could make it. Like if the like say for example they're hosting it at Staples Center or Crypto.com Arena, whichever you call it, like the Lakers stadium, and the Lakers somehow make it, they get all 7 potential games on their home court advantage. So I can kind of see I could see the disadvantages and advantages of it.
Yeah.
But it's really good for like 1-game elimination, like the Super Bowl and the March Madness tournament.
Yeah, I think neutral sites are good for like tournaments and stuff.
I'll be right back.
All right, let's get that. Oh my gosh. Is there anything else on the inside like that's on right now? Equalizer, Oscars, Homer Cares, Dateline, Simpsons. Yeah, there's something on here. There it is. That was loud.
By the way, did you like my point about Houston having maybe face Auburn in Birmingham? Yeah, I'm too big. As a coach, I do agree with Waterway. At the end of the day, the players don't care. Well, if you're a coach and you look at that and you say, oh, I this guy
I'm back.
here.
All right.
At the end of the day, truly,
Another good point is Auburn is in Birmingham. Both Alabama and Auburn is in Birmingham this week. And if Auburn wins, they could beat Houston. If Houston ends up making it. They could beat Houston.
Auburn?
Huh?
Who, Auburn?
Yeah, Auburn could beat Houston. I'd say it, but I think they could.
Yeah, I think they could. Yeah, I agree with that.
So what's Thursday's date again? 16th.
Thursday? Yeah, that's the 16th.
7:30. That might be the one day I hope it rains.
Oh, I will check the weather. No, it's not. It's supposed to be Friday, not Thursday.
Of course it is. That sucks. The first game's at the first four game is 6:40 on Tuesday. And then Pitt, Mississippi stays at 9:10. Thursday, 2:45. Why is there games at 10:05, bro?
In the morning?
No, in the evening.
I have no idea. Probably like time zones and stuff.
I may have to miss. I don't know if I can stream Thursday or not. Frick. It's 10:05 p.m. too. Yeah. I don't know. That sucks, bro. I mean, this is that Penn State A&M game. That would be a good game. Tennessee, Louisiana is at 9:40. Are you freaking kidding me? Fridays at 12:15, 12:40. Bro, all the good games are during school.
Just by our luck.
Huh?
I said, just our luck.
If I can get home Friday before 6:50, that'd be great. All right, I need to get. I'm gonna get on my mom about that. I'm gonna be home Friday at 6:50.
What time do you usually get home on Fridays?
Well, I have to clean my church, so if we leave right away, and it's 45 minutes away, if we leave right away, get it done, get home. I think we should be okay. And then I'll stream the rest of the first round. Right. The Purdue game, the Kentucky Providence game, Drake Miami. There's some potential for some upsets though during that time.
Yeah.
Thursday. Hopefully next year. What time does period 2 end at our school, Alex?
Period 2, it ends at 11:45.
Yeah, it does. We could be home. I could be home to watch the tournament next year if I don't have work, which I'll probably have work, which sucks. The first round is always hard to watch every game. The scheduling. Second round, and once we get to the second round, it's never that bad.
If it weren't for school, I could watch every match, unless they're going on at the same time.
Exactly.
Do they go on at the same time?
What do you mean?
Like in March Madness, in the first round, some games going on at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
There's like 4 that go on around the same time.
If it weren't for school, I would just be sitting and watching March Madness.
Exactly. That right there. If it weren't for stupid school, how was there only 4 games Thursday? It's Thursday. I hope the Sweet 16's after school.
I thought the round of 30 is the round of 32 after school.
I mean, it's on the weekends, so.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, we'll be off or I'll at least be able to watch the first day of the first 2 games. You know what sucks though?
What?
Next weekend, There's only 12 games. This guy has no upsets. What are you doing? Why aren't you doing upset? There we go. There we go.
Yeah, March Madness tournament with no upsets. A bracket with no upsets. That's
Boring.
like for me when I choose upsets, I'm kind of just randomly picking teams to lose, just taking the long shot, like so winging it.
I
Those are
think
for
you're
the teams suspicious about, like Houston. I just picked them to lose. Well, I have them losing. I don't know. Just don't see them winning.
It depends on if Sasser's going to be able to play.
Yeah. I don't really know if I have a 1 seed losing the first round.
I mean, it would be this year if it happens. But if you're a 1 seed, you must be feeling, and you lose to the 16 seed, you must be feeling pretty good about yourselves for next season. Because the only team to have lost, the only 1 seed to have lost in the first round, won the national championship the next year.
And who is that?
Virginia.
Didn't they get upset? I remember, didn't they get blown out by the 16th seed?
Yeah, they did.
And then they just won it next year?
Yeah, it was a blowout. I might just go and do another bracket. Why not?
I remember that one year where Jalen Suggs hit a half-court buzzer beater on the
Oh yeah,
Gonzaga.
that was
I want UCLA to win so bad.
what? Wait a second. What? You want UCLA to win?
No, I mean I wanted UCLA to win that game, not this
Right?
year.
Why cheering for liberals?
I don't want them to win the tournament.
I could never cheer for a school like UCLA.
Yeah. I want an underdog to win it.
I don't think Alabama's going to give it up though. I think if Alabama is playing like they played today, like the whole tournament, and they don't even have to play like every game like that, but if they play most games like that and have like a few games where they barely edge it out, they're going to win it all. Because not every team, I mean, if you look at the champions, not every team dominates their way through. You know?
Yeah.
You're not going to dominate every team because there's going to be you're going to be faced with a challenge at some point. And the key for Alabama is, and I don't think they're. No matter else what happens, if they limit their turnovers to under 15, and they shoot at least 40% from deep, they're winning every game they play if they do that.
Yeah, I could see them winning it all, but it's always tough. There's 68 teams that you could choose from to win it all. I mean, I don't know. You kind of limit it because there are some teams that don't really stand a chance, but you never know. The odds are never zero.
It's down to 68 teams, and just think about it. Any of these 68 teams wins the championship April 3rd, could be the final team standing on April 4th. Have I said this yet? But I think probably guaranteed upset would be Louisiana over Tennessee.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that because I could see that. Tennessee, they don't look too good. And who's out for Tennessee? Don't they have their best
Guys,
player out? Who? Wait, what
yeah,
is his name?
huh?
What
He's
was
their
his?
point guard. He torched us.
Is it Santiago Vescovi?
No, it's not Santiago Moscato.
Josiah Jordan James?
No, it's Zakai Ziegler.
Sakai Ziegler?
Yeah. He's
he
their
out?
star player. Yeah, he's out. Torn ACL.
Oh, right. That means he probably won't return. When did he tear his ACL?
Towards the end of the season. They haven't looked good since he's been out, though. That's the issue.
Yeah. They haven't looked too good. They've been struggling. I don't know. I'm not too confident about them doing in the tournament. I don't think they'll do well. I do think they'll probably be first round exits.
All right, do you have your bracket ready yet?
I did, but it refreshed for some reason.
Oh, dang it. I'm going to do a bracket. Watch it. I'm going to have a bracket done before you.
All right, I'm filling it out right now.
All right. Let me do. Nah. I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to fill it out yours. I'm not going to fill it out, but I'm going to fill out what you have so I can see it visually. I'm not going to submit it or anything. I just want to see it visually. Also, if you guys want a bracket, I have a bracket edit ready for each. I need to get that out though tonight. For our Instagram. So I'm gonna have a bracket ready for you all. I have the edit made. I've been working on that. So I'll be filling in the teams, get you guys ready for that. So, and I'll be posting it once every game is complete. Kind of like the way I did it with the automatic bids. I'm gonna have that posted when like the region, not like the whole bracket each game, but like the region. I'll have them in as soon as possible. So right after game ball or game is over. So I have the seeds. I think I should do the seeds.
Good. My hand.
Wait, you like that though?
What?
That's the graphic I have.
Yeah, I like that. That was nice.
I think it's 16 seeds.
Even though it's all Alabama. I just noticed
Yeah.
that. I thought all the teams were outlined in red until I saw all Alabama.
I know. I did that on purpose. I just put a logo. I was trying to make it.
Gotcha.
So. Ah, dang it, dude. I really wish I could. Why did I choose to do that softball thing? I hope you guys see this. All
First,
right, you ready?
wait, are we only filling out the first round?
No, do your whole bracket.
Okay.
I have a bracket up so I can visualize who you're picking. We're doing root beer floats tonight. Oops. Is that okay? I don't know how to make it. You know how to make root beer float? No? No, not dumb, Mom. Alright. Don't it. Huh? I know. Yeah, I did. Alright. Here's 5 games. Don't answer these questions. But here's 5 games I want to see you. I want to see who you have. The San Diego State Charleston game. Don't answer that yet. Kentucky Providence. Miami Drake. Northwestern and Boise State. Well, no, I think you're gonna have Boise State right. Kentucky, Providence. I already said that. Maryland, West Virginia. Northwestern, Boise State. That's like 4. And Arkansas, or no. Yeah, Arkansas and Illinois. Those are some names I'm like really interested to see who you have.
You want me to go through every game?
Every game.
Okay. My final four.
Wait, no, 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 no.
Don't go that far.
Don't
Go-
go by first round, second round. You can go by region or whatever. I don't care. Just don't do the final four.
Okay. So the first game I have Alabama over the.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which team wins. And I have West Virginia over Maryland.
Okay.
Charleston over San Diego State.
Okay.
Virginia over Furman. Creighton over NC State.
Okay.
Baylor over Santa Barbara.
Okay.
Missouri over Utah State. Arizona over Princeton. Houston over Northern Kentucky. Auburn over Iowa. Miami over Drake. Indiana over Kent State.
Okay.
And I have Mississippi State winning and then beating Iowa State.
All right. All right.
Xavier
fun.
Utah State. Texas A&M over Penn State. Texas over Colgate.
All right. I'm gonna pause you there. The Mississippi State Pitt. That's probably the one. That's probably the more likely. Probably the most likely first 4 team to make it past the first round. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone else, in my opinion, that can do that. In my opinion. Continue on. Well, there's one more. But continue on. There's one more that I think may have a shot, but continue on.
Yeah. Purdue over whichever team. I have FAU over Memphis. Duke over Oral Roberts. Not Tennessee. Louisiana over Tennessee. Kentucky over Providence. Kansas State over Montana State. Or no, Kansas State over Montana State. I think I said that. USC over Michigan State. Marquette over Vermont.
All right, I'm gonna pause you there. Alex, have you watched Memphis yet? I'm just wondering why.
No.
I want to hear I want to hear your reasoning why you have Florida Atlantic over Memphis.
Well, they haven't played anybody good yet. They haven't proved themselves yet, and I think they can prove themselves. I mean, yeah, I get it. They've played in a weak conference. They could easily get humbled by a good team. My opinions may change tomorrow. Like, I could have a completely different bracket tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm doing multiple different brackets. I'm doing at least like 10 tonight. So.
And then, so what do you have to do? You have to submit it. Can you actually submit it?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Yeah, in order to have one, you have to submit it, and then you have to save, and then it'll save, and you'll get scores and stuff.
We get to do another one.
Yeah, you get to have. I think like ESPN has like 25 max brackets. I think.
Do you get to do them when the first 4 games are over?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. I have Marquette over Vermont and Kansas over Howard, Arkansas over Illinois, VCU over St. Mary's,
Okay.
UConn over Iona,
Okay.
TCU winning their game, Gonzaga over Grand Canyon, Boise State over Northwestern, UCLA over UNC Asheville.
All right. VC is interesting. That's an interesting one.
Now this is
Second round, right?
second round, yeah. But Sweet 16 is where everything gets chaotic. I have Alabama over West Virginia, Virginia over Charleston, Creighton over Baylor, Arizona over Missouri,
Dang,
Houston.
you only have your team in the second round. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
okay,
All
I'm
right.
I'm just being realistic. I'm being realistic.
All right. I see. You're being realistic. You're not being biased.
Yeah. Might not like my pick, but my pick soon, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, I might
Houston,
not like it.
Houston, yeah. You might. I don't think you'll like it.
Okay. Continue on.
Yeah, you might not like a few of the picks that I'm about to make in the Sweet 16. I think you might like dislike some of this one that I'm about to say. And then Houston over Auburn, Miami
Okay.
over Indiana,
Okay.
Xavier over Mississippi State, Texas over Texas A&M,
Okay.
USC over Marquette.
Whoa.
You want me to you gonna reason is because
Wait. Okay, so there's your double digit seed. You do have a double digit seed. Let's see, 16. Okay. Was that your reasoning?
yeah, but I have another double digit seed.
Oh, you do. Okay. I don't like that.
I just don't know. I see it.
I don't like that at all. Continue on.
You never know with these games. I just feel like not UCLA, but USC can pull something out by the thread. I think it'll be a really close game, shocking game. And then Kentucky over Kansas State, Duke over Louisiana, and you're going to hate this. I know you are not going to like this. FAU over Purdue. Do you like
still, no, I see why. I mean, I don't think Purdue is going to make it too far. I see why you have that. There's some picks here. I'm having trouble with that Memphis pick. I'm just having a little bit of trouble with that. That's all. I see why.
UCLA over Boise State.
Okay.
Gonzaga over TCU.
Okay.
Kansas over Arkansas.
Okay.
And VCU over UConn. I don't really like UConn. Not really confident in them.
Okay.
Okay,
that's a dangerous team.
Yeah, Sweet 16 is where it kind of gets messy. Of course, I have Alabama over Virginia.
Okay, all right. You scared me for a second.
Arizona over Creighton. Texas over.
That's where I'm upset.
What?
That is where I'm upset.
Creighton is not as good as you think they are. I know you. I know you've been hyping up Creighton.
We're gonna shut him up. Nah, I'm playing. I'm
curious. Okay, I'm curious.
Explain your reasoning, your unlogical reasoning, how Creighton is not good. Explain.
I didn't say Creighton's not good. I'm just saying they're not as good. They're definitely a good team, but I don't think they're as good as Arizona. Arizona is a really good team. But I just wanted to ask you, what do you see in Creighton that you think that?
Creighton, I just fallen. I fell in love with it when I watched them in the Thanksgiving week tournament. I just fell in love with them. They're a really good team. Kalkbrenner is really athletic. This is a top 10 team. They've had injury issues, but this team is really, really good. They're athletic. Alexander and Nimhard can shoot the ball pretty well. I definitely can see how Arizona beats Creighton.
Yeah,
I
don't
just
know.
I don't know. I just don't think Arizona can make it that far, honestly. I think Creighton is a really good team. I think they edge out Arizona, in my opinion. But that's up to you. I mean, this is yours.
Would you pick them over Alabama? Would you pick Creighton over Alabama?
No.
All right. Miami over Houston.
Okay. I like that, actually.
Texas over Xavier. Hey, I think Kansas over VCU. If VCU's Cinderella run is over.
That's where usually Cinderella ends. Wait a second. You have 2 Cinderellas? Okay. All right.
No, we got a couple more Cinderellas continuing. UCLA over Gonzaga.
Okay. Not a Cinderella, but okay.
Not for them, but the other teams. I'm about to say USC over Kentucky.
You're not gonna do this, right?
I will do this.
You're not doing this, right?
I will do this.
Don't do this. Don't, Alex, don't do this.
Actually, I might want to change that pick. Man. This is the first pick that I'm really regretting.
Okay. Yes.
Do I? I'll keep it. Because you're about to. This pick might be even worse, but I have FAU over Duke.
What do you see in FAU? I'm interested to hear this. What do you see in FAU that's so stinking good?
They just haven't played they haven't played a good team yet.
Did you hear me say which team?
And they finally get to play a good team, and I think they could prove themselves against the good team.
Okay. I was like, you thought it. Okay. Yeah.
This is the first time we really get to see them go up against competition, and I really do think they can go up against competition.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. That. Yeah. Okay. All right. Move on. Your Elite Eight. Bama versus Zona. FAU versus USC. Miami versus Texas. And Kansas versus UCLA. Okay. Continue.
Elite Eight.
Am I gonna like the 6th pick?
Oh no! Wait, I'm on Final Four. I said my Sweet 16.
No, you're on the Elite Eight.
Oh. Okay. Well, I have Alabama over Arizona.
All right.
So yeah, I don't. Okay, so I know I said Alabama was not gonna make it past the Elite Eight, but they proved me wrong. I think they are better than that. They look better than what I thought they'd be. The world's toughest team. I'd say Alabama's the toughest team right now, and the most scariest team.
And they're deep. They're a deep team. And like, yes, they have guys like Brandon Miller and Noah Klein. Here's like, I'm breaking down this team, and this is not. If I would say this if I wasn't an Alabama fan, I would say this too. This team is deep. They have a lot of length and deep. This team can shoot the three.
They have good shooters like Brandon Miller, no pun intended. Mark Sears, Javon Quinterly.
If Javon Quinterly, okay, here's the thing about Mark Sears and Quinterly.
And another good shooter, Darius Miles, not on the team, but he was. No pun intended.
Good shooter.
I wanted to make a joke, like I just wanted to make a pun about Brandon Miller. That's the whole reason why I said it.
You're good. All right. Oh shoot. All right, let's fill out your final four. You have Bama.
I have Miami over Texas.
Okay. Okay.
UCLA over Kansas. FAU over USC.
What? You're in love with this FAU. This would be a Cinderella story. FAU makes it to the Final Four.
Yeah, and to make sure that
do you have logic reasoning why FAU would make it this far?
no. But when I watch But I will watch highlights after. I will watch some highlights. I will watch some highlights after this to make sure I'm right. Dude, I'm gonna go like after the stream, I'm just gonna go like on a spree, just constantly sit there watching highlights. That'll kind of. And my final four: Alabama, FAU, Miami, UCLA.
Okay.
In the first one, I have UCLA over Miami.
Oh gosh, Alex! I swear, I'm kicking you out. I swear, I'm kicking you out if you pick this team.
I have FAU. No, I'm joking. I have Alabama over FAU. Did I get you for a second?
No.
Yeah, and then the national championship.
I have UCLA.
I have UCLA versus Alabama.
Okay. Sorry, I had Miami. In said UCLA. All right, 10.
And then UCLA is gonna win the whole thing. Don't mute me. Don't mute me. I told you this before. I told you that I thought UCLA was going to win it. Can I be in my back end? Opinions could change. That's not my. I'll probably do another one soon. That's not.
We're not friends anymore, Alex. We are not friends anymore.
Dude.
Wait. Okay. How in the world does UCLA beat Bama? Give me your reasoning. If Alabama and UCLA were to match up in the national championship, what's your reasoning? How, right now, what is your reasoning that UCLA beats Bama today? UCLA played Bama today in the national championship. What's your reasoning?
Because Alabama, they just don't have a good basketball history. And when it comes to playing teams outside their conference, they don't do as good. And the reason why I picked them to go to the finals is because they're better than every team that's playing. Yeah, hear me out. At least I have them in the finals. I told you that they were going to be at the Elite Eight, but they made the finals. My opinion may change. Tomorrow I could wake up and be like, oh, Alabama's going to win it all. Or I could be like, oh, Arizona's going to win it all. And then I could say Missouri's going to win it all. No, that was a joke. Yeah, if Missouri wins, I would be the most shocked person ever.
What's your score? I'm interested to see what your score is.
Score?
Yeah.
67-66.
Okay. All right. I guess I can live with that.
That doesn't mean that's the official game. I mean, Alabama could still win it all. I could be wrong.
Actually, I can't live with it.
I want a $5,000 gift card.
Huh?
Oh, man.
What? You want a gift card?
18 and older. I have to be 18 and older to continue.
You're not 18 yet?
No. I turn 18 in October.
Wait, you do? When's your birthday?
October 19th.
Oh, cool. All right, I'll be right back. All right. You there?
Yeah. By the way, I asked my brother who he's rooting for. And you have to take a guess. I'll give you.
I have to take a guess.
Yeah.
I have a few questions to narrow it down a little bit. Is it a 1 through 8 seed?
No.
Is it a double-digit seed?
Yes.
Is it a first 4 team?
No.
Is it Charleston?
No.
Is it a 10 seed?
10th seed? It's is not a 10th seed.
Frick. Give me a hint.
They're a 13th seed.
Furman.
Yes, it is Furman. He told me it was Furman. He said, I don't know at first, but then I asked him, like, if you had to choose, and then he said Furman. I mean, it would be fun. It would be cool to see Furman. So far.
Yeah. I would cheer for them. I'm going to cheer for them. A little ways. Until they play us, which they could.
They could, but that's not likely. They'd have to get past Virginia, and then they'd have to get past Charleston or San Diego State. Actually, it's kind of possible. If they beat Virginia, they can beat San Diego State and Charleston, and they can play Alabama.
Women's is set.
South Carolina's the number 1 seed. Aren't they undefeated?
Yeah, they're undefeated.
How are they still undefeated?
They're really good.
Is there any undefeated teams?
I don't know. How is Iowa? Wait, what? How is Iowa not a 1 seed? And the women's.
Because Iowa is a confusing state.
What?
Because Iowa is a confusing state. I don't know.
Is Alabama in it? At least I just hope Alabama's in it, which they usually are.
What about Missouri? What about
You have a first 14, right?
what do you mean?
Like advancing.
Who has a first 4 team?
Do you have
yeah,
first?
I do. I have only one, Mississippi State.
All right, your 10 rules. Here are ESPN's 10 rules to filling out a bracket.
Wait, hold on. What was that one year where Missouri beat South Carolina in women's basketball?
I have no idea.
I know they did it, but I can't remember which.
Your first, you have at least advance one first 4 team to the round of 32. Do not predict a 16-1. Do you have at least one 12-5 upset?
1 12/5?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. That would
You
be VCU. Exited me out of my bracket. I finished it.
Do you
Wait,
have at least?
wait.
Huh?
Let me check. Actually, I have multiple 5/12 upsets. I have Charleston over San Diego State and VCU over whoever they're playing. ECU over St. Mary's.
Cool. Do you have a 2 seed losing in the first or second round?
First or second round. I don't have a 2 seed losing in the first round, but I do have one losing in the second round. That will be Marquette over USC.
Okay. Do you have a couple double digit seeds in the Sweet 16, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a 5? You have at least one team seeded 5 or lower to the Elite 8?
One team 5 or lower? Like, do you mean like
I have no
lower
idea what
as in a lower number? Like lower number as in 4 or like lower number as in seeding terms like 6?
Probably like 6 would be a guess.
Okay. And Elite 8?
Yeah.
Yes, I have Kentucky, USC, FAU, VCU, and yeah, that's it.
You don't have a double digit seed in the Final Four, right?
No.
Do you have who's your Final Four again?
It is Alabama, FAU, Miami, UCLA.
Okay, you're good.
The brackets could change. I'll let you know my other brackets that I make.
Pickle, do you don't have a 1 seed in the national?
Yeah, I have a 1 seed in the national championship.
You said no. It says pick a 1 seed to win the national championship.
Oh well, I'll do another bracket. Alabama winning it all, because that's the 1 seed that I think is most likely to win it. The Alabama.
Do you have just to be clear? I know this answer. Do you have Kansas as your national champion?
No, I hate Kansas. I'm a
Okay,
Missouri.
You're good. You're good. You followed most of these 10 rules.
I was so happy when they got blown out by Texas.
Twice.
How did they lose to Texas? Could they just not play defense?
I don't know. They lost them twice like that too.
My least favorite player from the run last season was Remy Martin. I just did not like him. And when he ended up going undrafted and not even being on a team, I was pretty happy. Is there any other rules to the bracket?
No. You followed all but one.
My next bracket will probably follow all of those rules, though, because all of my brackets will have a different winner.
Tar Heel that North Carolina will not participate in the NIT.
I noticed that North Carolina didn't make it. How did they not make it?
Because they suck.
That is true. I'm surprised Clemson didn't make it.
Well, I am too. I think they should have made it, in my opinion, but
That loss to Louisville definitely could probably made their chances.
Yeah.
Because my brother was confused. He was like, "What? NC State made it, but Clemson didn't."
Yeah.
Even though, yes, Clemson destroyed NC State. Not once, but twice. But thing is, NC State didn't lose to Louisville, but thing is, Clemson literally blew out NC State not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Yeah.
All 3 games they played, Clemson won by double digits.
Yeah. How did I do on my conference pick'em? $19.5. That's not too bad.
Duke won the ACC, right?
Yeah, they did.
Of course they did.
I got the Patriot right. I got the Big South right. I got the Northeast right. I got the Missouri Valley right. I got the West Coast right. I got the Colonial right. I got the Southern right. I got the Southern, I got the America East right. I got the Big Sky right. I got the Southland right. A10 right. I got the Metro Atlantic, Mountain West, Pac-12, Conference USA, South SEC, Mid American, and yeah, that's it. I got all those conferences right to win the tournament.
I should have predicted all the conferences, but I only predicted the big conferences. Like the ones that I predicted Texas would win. I predicted Alabama would win. ACC, I think I might have picked Miami.
I picked Clemson.
And with the Big Ten, I can't remember who I picked. I might have picked India. Yeah, I picked Indiana. Did Purdue won it, right? Yeah, they did. I remember they played Penn State.
Penn State. I think that guy would have made that shot if they allowed him to shoot.
Yeah, he traveled. And then the American, I predicted Houston to win it because I thought Houston. I didn't know they were gonna flop against Memphis. I also didn't know
they were down 20 at
know
one point.
Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna lose their best player. Or if they had already lost their best player, I didn't know that they had lost them. And I predicted Gonzaga to win their conference, of course. And I think SEC predicted Alabama. They ended up winning.
So I asked my dad if he would buy me a T-shirt, and he said, "If you guys win the national championship." I'm like, "Dang it!" It just feels that game. Watching that game just felt good. I was a little bit nervous towards the middle of that second half, but when we had those back-to-back 3-pointers,
You talking about Texas versus Alabama game?
Yeah, it just felt good. It feels good that we won. I don't know why I expected us to win. It just feels good that we did what we did today.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that Bama versus? How do you feel about the Bama versus Missouri game? Did you think we did better than expected? Do you think we did better than you expected? Like, were we tough or what? I was watching it and we were doing pretty good until 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter where we just started throwing up bricks and just letting them shoot all over us.
You got close at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, we were winning at one point in the second half at like 5 minutes or something like that. But then after that, everything just went downhill.
Yeah, I mean that corner three at the end of the half was crazy.
Oh yeah, I still can't believe he made that.
Yeah, y'all did. I mean, I'm not surprised that it was a closer game. I was kind of expecting, honestly, that kind of game. Yeah, I mean, I was not surprised by that at all. I was expecting us to pull away a little bit sooner than we did, but other than that, it was pretty much expected. You know what game I want to get?
What?
The NCAA game. Basketball.
NCAA basketball 10.
Yeah. Oh,
I have
so
that game in my PC.
you do. Oh, lucky. Hey, I will be back. My dad's calling me. I need to answer this. So I will be back in a moment. All right, I'm back. Sorry, my good. Call me.
Yes, good.
Do you have the tournament app?
The tournament app?
Yeah,
No, I do not.
you should.
All right, what is the app called?
So it's just March Madness app. Just search up March Madness.
Do you know what the
I like
app?
Huh?
Do you know what the app is called?
March Madness Live.
All right.
That's interesting that this guy has Iowa State over Mississippi State and Pitt.
I have got.
Penn State. This guy has Penn State over. I actually like Auburn over Houston in that matchup. Now I see Miami. If Houston makes out the Sweet 16 and Miami makes it, I see Miami winning that one. Okay, that's Miami over Houston. Yeah. Have you played the new season of Fortnite yet?
Yes, I have played.
Is it-
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Any old locations come back yet?
No, there hasn't been any old locations.
That sucks. Is the map the same?
Is the what?
The map?
Well, they changed some of it, like the bottom right.
Oh, okay.
What's up? Still on it? No.
Is that Zach?
Yeah, it is.
Tell him to come here. Nah, I'm kidding. Ooh, my favorite buzzer beater in March Madness right now. Have you seen that Northern Iowa buzzer beater yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, you should see it. It's insane. It was like 2016 March Madness. To pull off an upset, it was like 11-6, I think. Against Texas. Pretty insane.
Okay, I'm watching it right now. Oh, okay, I've seen this one.
He just heeds it.
Yeah. I'm watching the Chattanooga versus Furman game last year where some guy just chucked it up and made it.
Oh man. All right. Are you? All right. We need to do something. Let's do something. What do I want to do? Please tell me Alabama's in. Frick. That's not good. Okay, good. We're in as a 10 seed. All right.
Hello.
I'm here.
Alright. I think I'm going to dip, but it's been fun being on the stream. Thank you
Yep.
for me. And
Yes, sir.
I'll update you about my brackets. I'll see ya.
All right. Thank you, Alex, for joining live stream. I will continue to be live, reacting to some breakdowns on live TV, using those tips and filling out more brackets, doing more stuff with y'all. So we'll be live for about another hour or so. Thank you, Alex, for joining in. And yeah, I'll see you Thursday.
I'll see you Thursday.
So again, thank you, Alex, for joining. And yeah,
Thank you for it's been fun.
that was a great bracket, except for your final pick.
Yeah.
But again, thank you, and we'll see you.
No problem, man. I'll see you.
And you are don't leave. No. All right, cool. That was fun. Do not go with his picks. I repeat, do not go with some of his picks. He had some bad picks. I will say he had some bad picks. No, I'm kidding. Good bracket, Alex. Good bracket. Thank you for having me. It was fun talking about it. All right, let's get back to reacting. Let's break down this bracket even more.
Well, yes.
Switch to T-Mobile and get a free Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus with no trade-in required.
I'll be right back.
Active determination. Go where you couldn't before. Achieve goals that once felt out of reach. That's why Honda engineers didn't just redesign the Pilot Trail Sport. They built the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Together or separate?
If you get this wrong, there'll be no second date. No second date, you end up alone. Just like the psychic said.
Together. Cool.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. But firefighters entering a burning house will one day save time with lives are on the line. Visualizing a patient's most recent scan will help speed up decision making in the ER. And while the woolly mammoth is still extinct, that doesn't mean students can't take field trips to visit them. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
Zaxby's Asian Sensation Salad is dressed with a honey sesame teriyaki glaze and citrus vinaigrette. But to call them dressings would be an understatement. No, these are sauces. Salad sauces. The Asian Sensation Salad. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Use Kayak's filters to search only the flights you actually want to take. Download the Kayak app now.
This Subaru Crosstrek. Dog tested, dog approved.
Let's see who's rolling the court. Brought to you by Burger King, and it's D'Angelo Russell. 3 threes already, 13 total points. This one, the pull-up at Grimes' face off the dribble, and then on the skip pass by Vanderbilt, another 3 by Russell, who's off to a tremendous start.
I like the pause.
Let's see who's ruling the court. Brought to you by, it's like, that's professional. That's a professional. I've learned from you. You've grown so much. And talking about professionalism, we were both doing the game last night. We flew here. Where's Mark Jackson?
I'm sure
He can't do a second game. Not even sure he's watching. As McBride is in the game.
Wenyon Gabriel in for the Lakers. 3 hits inside. Up top, Schroeder. Schroeder coming off a terrific game the other night. Misses that. Gabriel tips it. Randall tracks it down.
And then the postseason team is a different piece.
A season that has been full of injury, players, coaches missing time.
This season has been a roller coaster.
Nothing has been normal. Nothing has been easy.
Working through injuries, missing people, and finding a way to win. It definitely was very challenging.
We really had to come together a lot of times during the season and really reflect on what we've done together to inspire us to keep moving forward.
November to March takes a toll. I've got a bunch of strong kids who are very resilient, who have been hardened by this experience.
UConn, for the 21st time, they win the Big East tournament.
I think there are a lot of factors that went into our Big East tournament play. We went in with kind of an edge, some determination, just a different mindset. Having all of our players back, having AZ back, just gave us some extra push. We've been broken so many times this year that we're unbreakable now.
If you win a national championship, a year like this, that would be beyond case.
To talk about animosity, let's walk you through some of it. Back in August, 2021, Wim Award winner Paige Becker carried her ACL. Is ruled out for the season. 2 months later, it stars recognized Brady dislocated his patella, also ending her season. Just about every other Husky caught the injury bug too. AZ Flood missed 22 games this season before returning to the Big East tournament. Only 2 players actually played every game this season: Leah Edwards and Lou Lopez Seneschal. Early last month, UConn dropped back-to-back games for the first time since 1993 after falling to South Carolina and Marquette. The program had gone 1,083 straight games without losing 2 in a row. That is a 30 years. With all that said, they've won 25 games for the 30th straight season, by far the longest active streak in the country. Next close is Baylor's 19th straight, and they're 6 win shy of getting there this season. I gotta be honest, I had such a deja vu moment watching that season of UConn and hearing AZ Flood say, "This has been such a roller coaster season." I'm pretty sure it was Paige Becker saying the exact same thing last year. What's to believe that a team that looks a lot like last year's team in terms of adversity will also make an national championship? It's eerily similar. And last year they were 2 seeds. This year, again, they're 2 seeds. Of course, now they're going to Seattle. It's a regional average for. And that's the thing with Connecticut. It's such a similar scenario to the one they had a year ago. Paige Becker joins the team a couple of games before the Big East tournament last year. This year, AZ Flood joins them for the Big East tournament. I mean, you look at this team, and they had a relatively successful season, and they're adding one of the best players in the country in AZ Flood. And that was one of the things when I went to campus.
We have Souses.
Nobody else is adding a player like AZ Flood. So this team, I would not at all be surprised if they find a way that their team's great on it. I was shocked that the committee didn't make Connecticut a 1 seed. They're saying yes. They had 11 wins versus net top 25 teams. 11 wins with a shortened roster, with all of the injuries that they have, and they're getting AZ Flood. So when you look at what their body of work and what they've done all season, plus getting AZ Flood, I would have thought that the committee would have made Connecticut a 1 seed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. When you think about some of the other ones, even Virginia Tech, I know it's really high on Virginia Tech, but they lost some games with the Miami game that they lost. They had pretty much everybody that they have currently that's playing a lot of minutes. The Stanford team, they're a 1 seed. They lost to Washington. They lost to USC with their complete team. So you're counting these losses. Connecticut, I know they lost to St. John's. I know they lost to Marquette. But that wasn't with their full team. So I feel like those losses are counting strong stronger or heavier against Connecticut than other teams' losses are counting against them.
When you look at their losses too, it was in February, that stretch in February, where they were playing game after game after game, and they just got tired. Aaliyah Edwards was playing 34 minutes a game, and fatigue set in. It was almost so, now that you're in the tournament, you're gonna have those time, that break in between, going from one round to the next. So I still can't understand why Connecticut wasn't a 1 seed.
When you look at their part of the bracket, and you decide which is the more dangerous team in this bracket, is it the 1 seed, Virginia Tech, or is it the 2 seed? It doesn't really matter where they're seated. And Virginia Tech, as the 1 seed, lost in the first round of the tournament a year ago. Connecticut did 2 Final Four. Experience matters. So to me, 1 seed versus 2 seed, I understand your argument, but no matter what, whatever the number is against them, they are the most dangerous.
There's another member of our party, though, who seems to think that despite all of sort of, the similarities of this year's squad to last year, it won't be as easy for them to make it to the Final Four, Charlie.
That's right, Al. I think it's going to be difficult. I think it's been getting more difficult for UConn to keep this Final Four streak alive. Remember last year, NC State took them to the brink. Even before that, Central Florida gave them a really tough game. Now, I'm super curious to see what they look like now that AZ Fudd is back, has practiced, and she did play in the Big East tournament, but didn't contribute much. But now she's had some time, a healthy time, to practice with the team and get back to where they were in those November games when they beat Iowa and they beat NC State, they beat Texas, and they beat Duke. Really curious, because those are tournament teams, and this is what they're going to face going forward.
Speaking of being curious, we're all sitting here with bated breath. Give us your Final Four before you get out of here, Charlie Green.
Well, as they talk about UConn, I think it's going to be difficult. I'm picking UConn.
Wait a minute.
Here's the thing. They just know how to get there. They know how to figure it out. The last time that UConn wasn't in the Final Four, I didn't have any gray hair. So I got to keep going with them as the hair gets grayer and grayer. I'm also going with 2 Big Ten teams. I think Iowa is just that hot, and they're that special a story. Indiana, to me, is a fantastic team. And if I didn't pick South Carolina, you'd all have them committed. So there's my Final Four. Tournament challenge, folks, book it. That's how you're going to win.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so filling out your bracket. That's the confidence in Charlie Green. The man definitely knows the data, and he watches more basketball than absolutely anybody. We're going to watch him walk out of the studio. We'll see you a little later in the Bracketology special. Much more reaction here. As you see here, we're talking experience and the value of it, especially from 3 young ladies who have been there and understand what it takes to play in the NCAA tournament. Maybe not like a degree, but they know everything else. That's
You're watching the ESPN Tournament Challenge Marathon.
To be adventurous.
All right, let's do one more bracket. It's going to be a little bit different, I think. I'm going to do one. Another one. I'm going to do another one on March Madness. Let's get one more bracket out. And then I'll do one more bracket by myself. But I'm going to use a little bit of help with stats that I think is important. I'm going to tell you my stats that I'm going to use. And they're going to be a little bit different than the suggested picks, I think. There's going to be some upsets. Some stuff that, yeah. All right. So here are the stats I'm going to use. Here are the stats I'm going to use. 3-point percentage. Personal fouls. Opponent points per game. Free throw percentage. Offensive rebounds per game. Defense efficiency. Offense efficiency. Okay. Assist to turnover ratio and second chance points. So I mean, this will all factor into the suggested pick. I'll not be using this suggested pick every time. I'll be using it for some teams, but not every team because I could tell, like, you know. So 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, opponent's points per game, personal fouls per game, offensive rebounds per game, defensive efficiency, offensive efficiency, second chance points, and assist to turnover ratio. Free throw is high. I'm gonna have free throw high, 3 per. No, well, let me use all of them. Calculate. Okay. Maryland, West Virginia. Maryland. Okay. So I have Bama, Maryland, College of Charleston, and I'm going to also follow the rules, each of the ESPN 10 rules. Like, I will have each of these set up perfectly. Advance 1 first 4 team to the round of 32. I'll have that. Do not predict a 16-1. I won't. Predict at least 1 12-5 upset, and I think I just did that. Yeah, I did. I'm going to take Virginia over Furman, Creighton, Baylor, Utah State over Missouri, and Arizona over Utah State or Princeton. Okay. In the East, Purdue, Memphis is just too good, so I'm gonna put Memphis in. It has Memphis over or FAU over Purdue, Memphis where I have it. I'm looking at it. I guess yeah. I'm gonna go against it a few times like I have the past two. I have Memphis being FAU. I believe. Oh. Wow, it's tied at 67 at 65.7. Do I go the upset? Do I have the 12 over 5 upset here? I'm going to have the 12 over 5 upset. I'm going to have Oral Roberts, and then I'm going to have the 13 over 4 upset and have Louisiana in that one. Kentucky and Providence. I'm going to take Providence in that one. I'm going to have 3 upsets in the first region or in the East region. I'm going to take Kansas State. I'm going to take Michigan State, and I'm going to take Marquette. In the Midwest, I'm going to have Houston, Auburn, Miami, Indiana, Mississippi State, and Pitt. Xavier, Texas A&M. I'm actually going to have the Colgate here. I'm going to put Colgate through in this bracket. Kansas. Arkansas. I had Illinois as a suggested pick. So I'm going to have Arkansas there. I'm going to take St. Mary's in this one. UConn, Iona. I'm going to take Connecticut. TCU. Gonzaga. Boise State, and UCLA. All right. I'm going to take Bama over Maryland. College Charleston over Virginia. Creighton over Baylor. Arizona over Utah State. Memphis over Purdue. Oral Roberts. Providence and Marquette. That's in the East region. In the Midwest region, I'm going to have Houston. No, Auburn. I like Auburn and Birmingham over Houston. Miami, Xavier, Texas A&M, Kansas, UConn, Gonzaga, UCLA. Bama, Creighton, Memphis, Marquette. Miami, Xavier, UConn, Gonzaga. I like Gonzaga over UCLA. Well, yeah, I like Gonzaga over UCLA. Bama, Marquette, Miami, UConn. Bama, UConn, Bama. I have, who's the projected? UConn? Damn. I'm going to keep it close, 67-63 here. Finish bracket. All right, so that's my second bracket. I'll probably do a few more tonight before we end the stream. I believe the ESPN 2. Okay.
Good job, Forrest. These players, how about these players? They bought into what we're trying to
What do we do? We turn to DiGiorno every time we big. MB Pizza. Fresh big taste. The winner. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. T-Mobile has the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus for free and price lock guarantee.
Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus with no trade-in required.
After. Or that means you will actually buy 22.
Come on! Load.
You don't get here or here.
Well.
Way higher than most people even dare. At 30 stories,
30 feet. Pros who push themselves to reach new heights. Trust Werner Fall Protection and Climate Equipment. Werner, official backer of NCAA March Madness.
All right, welcome back one more time. We're getting ready for a tournament and also a star-studded showdown as historically Black colleges and universities team up with CBS Sports for the second annual HBCU All-Star Game. Watch the best Miranda Nation can be live from Houston, Sunday, April 2nd, 4 Eastern on CBS and streaming live on Paramount Plus. All right, if we learned one thing from the Wild 70 leaders that always happens when trying to figure out what's going to happen. And that's what we're all tasked with, especially our experts here, Brent. Who do you think has a Final Four prediction ready for us? Has it already filled out?
It's got to be John Hudson, right? It has to be. Alabama, Duke, Gonzaga, and Texas. Alabama beats Gonzaga in a rematch for the national championship.
Any other entries ready to go?
All right. Final Four. Texas, UCLA, Alabama, and North Carolina.
All right, once again,
Let's see what. I got
Indiana, Gonzaga gets redemption and beats Baylor and Africa. Popular picking building. I got Alabama, Texas, Marquette, Kansas. I got Kansas back to back. I got Alabama, Purdue, Houston, and UConn. I got Alabama, Houston in the national championship game, but Calvin Sanders, Cougar.
2 months ago, Walden said Kansas State was going to make the Final Four. I got two Eagles early.
Kansas State. I got Alabama, Houston, and Kansas. Yeah, you pick about 12 teams, and then you're Did you watch me jump ball? We're all trying to find a team from the South for you. Anyone else not picked? All right, safe travels to everybody. John's up to date. Actually, look for Gary in the studio.
We've got more preview shows coming up in the next few days.
That's right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. For all of us here at CBS Sports Network, thanks for joining us. Good luck with your brackets. We'll be here to help.
The stage is set for the richest night in West.
Season where winning is the only option.
The Iowa Buckeyes win the Big Ten championship.
SEC championship for the last 3 years. That says a lot.
The Cyclones are in the crown. Wow.
And the only word to describe it, right? It is March. I'm ready to hear more from our championships, baby. That's what we do over here. Edmonds NXT Club, the Kings of the American.
You see them in the bracket?
And just like that, the road to the Final Four is underway for the men. It will be in Houston, April 1st and 3rd, the 4th time this great city has hosted the Final Four. We'll stay in Texas for the women's Final Four, in Dallas, where every single game can be seen on the ESPN family of networks. And for the first time ever, the women's championship game will be seen on your local ABC station, the biggest stage possible in the best month of the year. We're ready to rock for the next 90 minutes. Bracketology field of 136, 68 men's teams, 68 women's teams. We're going to talk about it all here for the next 90 minutes with Sean Farr and Dallin Cup. I'm Zuber Mahenti. Like a hockey line change. There'll be plenty of people with us here tonight. I'm sure you have time to marinate over your brackets. Let's not waste your time. Let's get right into it. Your initial bracket takeaway, Sean.
Well, the West region's absolutely loaded. I mean, it's hilarious to me that they have, in my opinion, the strongest 2 seed, 3 seed, and 4 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're talking about UCLA, Gonzaga, and UConn, as well as the defending national champs at the top that have more quad one victories than any team in the country this year with 17 quad ones. The fact that, by the way, the fact that they lost to Texas and then the third number one tells me that in the committee's eyes, it was never even a thought process that they could be the number one overall. And to me, that's just absolutely bananas. But 4 teams in this region that I think are good enough talent to make a run to the Final Four.
I think you're dead right. I do think too. Kansas also, the raw deal there, not just going with the West, is not being the Midwest. They only go from Kansas City. They're home away from home. So the committee really did not do them a service, given how good they were. I thought they still should have been the number one overall seed. Fine, with Bama there, okay. But then Kansas is number 2. My big takeaways, unfortunately, Kansas being one of them, is the injury situations right now. Some of the biggest teams. We've got Kansas and Kevin McCullough. They don't have much depth. If they lose him, one of their best wing defender, a guy that can be a double-double guy for them, a guy they need, that hurts their team. Bill Self out of the hospital. Hopefully he's in full recovery. He'll be on the sidelines. That's a different thing, but if you're missing a color big. UCLA, Jalen Clark is already gone. Potentially Dan Bono, who's their rim protector, he missed the Pac-12 final. What's his status going to be? You look up at Houston, Marcus Sasser, All-American. They need him to score. We saw them today without him. Memphis blew them out. Now, it seems like he could have been able to go if he needed to be, but Vince is, you know, the soft tissue issue, muscle issues, that's a problem, man. And even if he's good in game 1, he's about game 3. He scored 50% of their points in the quarterfinal as a team. He had 30 of their 60. It's huge. And then there's also teams like Miami that I think are underseeded that I would have loved to pick to make a run, but no North Shadow here. That team is significantly different. So to me, the injuries of teams that could go deep and could win the whole thing affect what you're doing when you're filling out your bracket right now. I would say for most folks, wait till Wednesday. Don't click submit, or keep your eye on the waiver wire if you want the injury news. And Tennessee's Sakai Ziegler as well, not able to deal with the ACL injury. But I actually talked to Jim Larinaga tonight after the selection show. He said the best thing that we heard today is that we play Friday. Yeah. Because that gives them potentially enough chance to get there. I said, what do you think you're going to know of whether or not North Shadow here can go? He said, probably not till Thursday. It might even be Friday morning for us, but he's going to be living with our trainer basically, and they're going to try to get him right because they need him as he rebounds. And for a team that's so small, they do need that one guy that can rebound the basketball.
One quick note on Bill Self that Dallin mentioned. He's actually been released from the hospital. He said he's looking forward to rejoining the team this week as they try to go back-to-back, trying to be the first team since Florida to do that. All right, on the way, of course, he's going to go with 136. So we're going to talk about the women's top seed, South Carolina, Stanford, Indiana, Virginia Tech. The latter, who is powered by somebody who's never scored a point, that's on the way. And the men's tourney snubs. Who thought they were dancing? But aren't. Joe Lenardi weighs in as well on those that were almost famous as bracketology. Field of 136 continues.
You are watching the ESPN Tournament Challenge Marathon. Download the Tournament Challenge app and fill out your men's and women's brackets now.
Yeah, you know, I mean, tournament or
Let us eat the fishing. While y'all enjoy seafood, they do love. Get them before they're gone.
Injuries are gonna hurt. Alabama's not really dealing with any injuries, and that's where they are probably the favorite. If you want a solid team, that's a number 1 team. Can you really rely on Kansas? Or who's the other one?
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Or Purdue, who teams are out there too, and all that. They're going to attack those guards. They're going to make sure, Edie.
And squish. Okay, good. Get squishy. Feel good, relax. And squish.
What the frick? Anyway, there's. This is.
Squish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. The first time you made a sale online was also the first time you heard of a town named
Can you really rely on Zach Edey bringing Purdue to the national championship? Can you rely? And Purdue's not that deep. And they just struggled with a 10 seed in the conference tournament. A team that's not even in. I lied. Penn State's in. Yeah, Penn State's in. My bad. All right. Can you rely on that? Or can you rely on a team who's deep, 3-point, shoots the 3-ball well, plays good defense, Very long. I mean, length is really good and has no injuries. That team's Alabama. If you want to rely on a 1 seed this year, rely on Alabama because they don't have injuries. They're deep. They're good. They're solid. You have Brandon Miller, the best player in the country. You have, all this and all that. They can win. But the big thing about Alabama is, the good thing about Alabama is, they've proven to play good teams. Not every team. I'm not saying this to every team. Oklahoma. Okay, I guess. They didn't really shoot that. Oklahoma shot they were not missing, and in that sort of game, is Oklahoma better than Alabama? No way they aren't. But they would not miss a single shot. Tennessee. It was at Tennessee. Alabama didn't shoot that well. It was at Tennessee. There's some calls in there that could have gone Alabama's way that would have probably been closer. It was closer. It was close. It wasn't like too close, but it wasn't like a blowout either. I mean, back when UConn, back when they lost to UConn and Gonzaga wasn't really the.
Kicks off Thursday on ESPN. Continues on FX Saturday and wraps up Sunday on ESPN2.
Bracketology. Field of 136 is presented. Home improvement.
They were a really good team. I'm not saying that. They were a really good team. Alabama was a good team.
Tournament Challenge app. It's free, so just scan and bam, ready to go. The app lets you fill out as many as 25 men's or women's brackets by using one of our simple autofill options that automatically makes picks for you. Still not sure of the pick? Just go with your gut. You can pick your favorite team to win it all, or pick a big upset and tap Finish My Bracket to fill in the rest. It is that easy. Tip-off is coming. Download and fill out your brackets now. The ESPN Tournament Challenge app.
Forget South Carolina. This is like the most laid-back watch party of all time. They're trying to go back-to-back national championships, wire-to-wire, number one. They've won all 32 games they've played this season, and the odds are they will be cutting down the nets in Dallas. South Carolina is a number one seed ever since they burst onto the scene with Dawn Staley in 2017. They've been an absolute juggernaut, as you can see. Basically, in the last few years, it's been Final Four or bust. We'll see what happens this go around. Much more on Dawn Staley and the company here over the next 90 minutes. I want to welcome in the women's bracketologist, Charlie Team. So much to get to. Let's just start at the top of your segment with the top team in the land, South Carolina, and what you've seen so far. What do the numbers say about them? I just reeled off some pretty incredible numbers, but here's some predictive analytics. Take us inside. Well, they just don't lose. I think the easiest analytic to look at is zero. South Carolina is so dominant. Somebody asked me last week, you taking the field or you taking South Carolina? Now, there's some analytics, right? The numbers say take the field. That's everybody else, not this year. Take South Carolina. You said it, a good chance they're going to be cutting down the nets in Dallas. I agree with that. They're the best team. And honestly, the bracket is a pretty easy path in my mind until they get to possibly the Elite Eight. And they play the first two games in Columbia, then they play their next two games in Greenville. So they don't even have to leave the state before they get to Dallas.
One thing I always want to mention to those of you that haven't followed the women's game that closely so far this season, the only suspense with South Carolina is, are we going to be unanimous number one, or is somebody else going to get a number one vote? In February, you got a crap up there, got a number one vote. Essentially, that has really been the story of South Carolina, where dominance has been incredible. Let's take a look at the 1 and 2 seeds. We're digging a little bit more here with Charlie. For the women, as explained, South Carolina, Stanford, Indiana, and Virginia Tech. And coming up later on the field of 136, we're going to have an incredible feature on the inspiration behind the Hokies, who's actually never scored a point
for the Hokies. All right, so Stanford's the last 1 seed. Let's talk a little bit about them. Then we'll get to the 2 line, which is very, very interesting. All right, but first, Carl Vanderveer and Carter with Boston. Well, Stanford, this is an example of bracketologists should never change their minds. All week, I had Stanford as that 4th number 1 seed. And then yesterday, I got this second guessing myself. Iowa was the one that had the big run in the Big Ten tournament. Stanford lost in the semifinals of the Pac-12. I said, this committee seems to really like that recency thing. So I elevated Iowa. I was wrong. Stanford was the 1 seed, the last 1 seed. Iowa was number 5 overall, and they were 2 seed with Stanford. Stanford did have the better overall resume. I thought that might be overlooked a little bit because Stanford had a little bit of strength toward the end of the season. They lost to Utah.
I mean, anyway,
and then they came to UCLA.
You know, here's the issue with, you know, everything. How is this set up for? Is it set up perfectly for Alabama to win? That's the question. I would say yes. It's hard not to pick Alabama. It really is hard not to pick Alabama. Not because I'm an Alabama fan, of course. You know, if I was an Alabama fan, okay, I'd be like, yeah, sure, okay, you know, yeah. I don't know. So, looking into this, and it just seems it blows my mind to see how good Alabama is this year. Are they national championship good? 2,000%, 10,000%, yes. You know, no, of course they are. Kansas won't win it all. They're not. They're going to lose at some point. Marcus Sasser, that's a question. Doesn't Texas Southern play Houston? There's a decent team that Houston could play. Or no, is it no, they play Northern Kentucky. Duh. There's a lot of things about this possible team. Alabama, you know, first of all, Alabama is a very, very good team. They beat Memphis. They beat the American Conference champion. They beat heck, they beat Houston. They beat a 1 seed. Earlier in the season, they beat a 1 seed. Houston is not making the tournament. They're in the tournament. They're not making the Sweet 16. They're going to lose in the round of 32. They may make it to the Sweet 16, but Miami, they're going to be at Miami's going to the Elite Eight. That's my pick. Miami to the Elite Eight. And you know, is Miami that good? Oh, for sure they are. For sure they are. I mean, they're going to lose at some point. Miami is not going to win it all. Kansas isn't going to win it all. You know, you're not going to have all 1 seeds in the Final Four. There's no way. Alabama's going to make it. I would honestly put a guarantee on that. That there's a couple decent teams, but they're going to get knocked out early. One of those 2 teams, there's a couple decent teams in Alabama's region, but I think they collide. It's going to be Alabama Creighton, probably in the Sweet 16. Is it Elite 8 or 16? I think it's maybe it's Elite 8. I don't know. How good is out?
Field number 136. Presented by Lowe.
I have to watch some of this. I mean, I'll be watching like stuff throughout the day. I don't see anybody else really winning the national championship. I don't trust Purdue. I really don't trust Purdue to make it past. They may make it to Sweet 16 to Elite 8. Houston and Purdue, and possibly even Kansas. You know, Houston could play Auburn in the round of 32. I think Auburn could beat them. I really think Auburn could come out of Birmingham. Am I crazy for saying that? No. Heck no. They're going to lose in Sweet 16, but I'm not crazy for saying that. My official bracket's probably going to have Auburn in the round of 32, beating Houston, edging out Houston, and going to the Sweet 16. Am I crazy? No, absolutely not. The love that Houston is getting right now is absolutely insane. They're not making this. They're not going to make the Elite 8. They're not. If they make the Elite 8, they're going to get blown out of the water. Even if Marcus Sasser joins this weekend, how good is he going to be? How healthy enough and how good is he going to be with his injury? If he's playing on Thursday and Saturday, how good is he? I don't think he's going to be that much of an effect. He may be back to fully health. Then I might. Consider putting them in the Sweet 16. They're not going to make it that far. I'll be right back.
Nurtec is the only medication that can treat and prevent my migraine attacks all in one.
Talk to your doctor about Nurtec today. Then stay at regular federal schedules because without privacy, there isn't any other option. I'm getting all my off on my car too.
Brackets are done better with your friends, family, and the ESPN Tournament Challenge app. From your brother and Casey to your friends and family, create groups for your men's and women's brackets and invite everyone to play along. You can even battle for bracket supremacy against celebrities and ESPN personalities. Bragging rights are at stake, so download and put on your brackets now with the ESPN Tournament Challenge app.
Reach the friends and quarters about to join us. Join our 67 to 68 teams in the field is only this. The Scarlet Knights is his first team we've done the last year. And
He was within one seed line on 66 of the 68 teams, and you absolutely expect that the West and our friends also on line one, Slacker. It's 15 for the NCAA tournament. It's great to have Jim Dr. Chris Reynolds and sharing the NCAA selection committee. They spoke today. You followed some of the videos and the fans interested in that weekend, so what would like to be upset today? But I would just call it
I think on the sub list, the angriest will be Clemson and Vanderbilt because they're good enough and they won games that showed they could compete in the NCAA tournament. The problem is their resumes for each left the committee in a quandary. Clemson would have the worst non-conference schedule in the history of that large team. And Vanderbilt had a net that was in the 80s, which wouldn't cut it in the RPI era either. So to me, the fact that they both missed was to be expected.
Yeah, I'll go back to what I was going to say because we're actually frustrated with all of 15 when you're thinking of the NCAA tournament, only one of the coaches is down in the building. It's probably Steve Arthur down in the board. Okay. Who was overseeing here? Who do you think they went to? I still think they value any bad loss about
I think some overseeded teams, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think, you talk about snubs. No one is really egregious. There aren't any of those this year. You talk about overseeding down. I look at a couple of Big Ten teams and maybe I'm supposed to here because those in each game. But to me, Maryland and Iowa do not travel. They don't play well on the road. And I don't like either of them in the 8-9 matchup because of that. And Chris Reynolds did say in one of the interviews I heard how much they value road wins, and I think those are an example of two teams that came up with this group.
Right, some of you heard this question before. All right, now which team overseeded in your eyes?
They just answered that.
No, but like you said, like you said, like they've underseeded. Like North Carolina State has an 11. To me, that's a team that I think underseeded a little bit more against Creighton. I look at NC State with that backcourt, the way they're able to turn you over, the points to get off the turnover. To me, that's the basketball line thing with the resume support that.
Their high end is better than that for sure, but I think the most underseeded team in the field is Texas A&M. And I would argue, again, probably coincidence, but this time last year we were all getting a lecture from Texas A&M, followed by like a 48-page term paper on all the data that they should have been in. And I said to myself at the time, I'm their PR guy. I put a puzzle on it because 8 of those 12 people are going to be in the room next year. And what happened? I think they got dramatically underseeded. What did you have? I would have had them as a five. And here's what people don't think about: it's not just your own team that's penalized by a bad team; it's all the teams in your path, right? Like
Penalized.
Second round game, Texas A&M. That's not fair to the Louisville. I think seeding is critical. We spend more time talking about selection. I get it. If you're not in, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Control your destiny, but
The one team that you're going to trust is Alabama. I don't see any other team that you can really trust.
You mentioned A&M losing today to Alabama in the SEC championship game. Alabama is let's take a look at the rest of the one season. We'll have a bigger discussion on this. We have Alabama, Purdue, Houston, and Kansas. Houston, of course, looking to get in Final Four in their home city. Kansas looking to repeat, first repeat champions of Florida. Purdue hasn't been to the Final Four since 1980. That's actually pre-Gene Keady. But Sean, I want to start with Alabama for obvious reasons. They never won a championship. They never been to the Final Four. 2 of the last 3 years, they won the conference tournament. But they've got a huge issue hanging over them, as you know. Kicking inside the line of the player that's played in this tournament. Where they go? The bigger the story is going to be.
Well, I think this week in Nashville, when I was in Nashville with the team, this is the first time they were actually exposed to national media. You know, the locker rooms are now open, the press conferences are now open, the questions are getting, many of them have nothing to do with what they're doing on the hardwood. It has to do with the story that's going off the court. While they have seen the as a group, been very well connected and have talked about how they're just kind of tightening up things and staying closer together. With play on the floor, though, for the better part of the last 6 weeks, there have been some holes. There have been some turnover issues. Their defense hasn't been sharp. Then you walk them play today, their defense was very sharp. And Brandon Miller and the way he is playing as a Blake is very similar, but also belong. That's as the best player in college basketball. He's smooth, he's efficient, he's getting where he wants to perform. He's got a lot of length. This Alabama team gets to play in Northern Alabama. It is going to be electric inside that building. We played earlier this year against Gonzaga. It took a loss. They're going to pick up some wins this week, though. I promise you that. I don't see any problems, at least in the first 2 rounds. Where I start to see problems is a potential matchup against Virginia and San Diego State. Actually, San Diego State beating Virginia in my bracket. There's already about 3 4th-year players and 3 5th-year players and a 6th-year player on that roster. Lined up the team, they know how to defend, they know exactly who they are and how they want to do it. They can slow down Alabama. That's a potential roadblock for me. We've seen it about that. We're physical with them, particularly Brandon Miller. You can take it however they want to do, make them run into a half-court game that they can be beat. I think so that they have the best coupled out both offense, defense, inside, outside, get yourself in the free throw line in the country. But the off-the-court issue is going to become more and more prevalent. This will be national sports media first 2 rounds. Then you get ABC News and other news outlets in there, and News of TV8. You get to the Final Four, this becomes a little over Brazil, and I'll lose in France, BBC. Like, it becomes an international story because this man will be a top 5 pick in the NBA draft, but he's also the site of a murder. And that's not a legend, that is what the name is there. That's a story. That's a story when it happened. Internationally, it'll be a story then, and they'll have to answer those questions. How they handle that, I don't know how they do it, but they've done it. They did it well this week. They did not handle it well in February. I can understand that. So how that plays out this week. Purdue hasn't been in the Final Four since 1980. Good GQ, we were sitting there at 7 that year. They got the National Player of the Year. Your thoughts on them? They've been number 1 for a couple different times this year.
Yeah, I think we forget sometimes, guys, just how long the season is and how many versions of teams exist throughout the course of the season. Purdue today isn't Purdue from early January or even early February. They're just not playing as well, in part because their guards are kind of in a wall, and they're not making as many shots. And shot making is key at any point in the year, but certainly in the tournament. Whereas in Alabama, seems to be repeating, if you will. And you know, I have a hard time seeing Purdue in the Final Four. I think they earned a 1 seed, winning the Big Ten outright and then the Big Ten tournament. But that East bracket is pretty stout.
Right, he mentioned it's a marathon, not a sprint. They won the regular season title. They also won the Big Ten by 3 games, and today they won their 2nd Big Ten Conference Tournament championship. For more bracket insights, here's our good best.
Want to fill out your tournament challenge bracket like an expert? We're here to help. First off, don't visit Upset City too early. In men's tournament history, only one 16 seed has ever beaten a 1 seed. And since 1990, only 2 Final Fours didn't include a single 1 seed. Chalk usually rocks. But if you like upsets, then you have to love number 11. At least one 11 seed has reached the Sweet 16 in 10 of the last 12 NCAA tournaments, although none were as lovable as Sister Jean and Loyola. The number 13, however, it's definitely unlucky 13 on the men's side. A 13 seed has never even made the Elite 8, and all due respect to conference champs. But they're rarely national champs. Believe it or not, 6 of the last 8 titles were won by at-large teams. So to recap, make sure your early upsets go to 11, not 13. And the 1 seed is usually worth more than a conference banner. You got it? Great. Now it's time to fill out your men's and women's brackets. Download the Tournament Challenge app today before it's too late.
Still to come, top team Virginia Tech is led by Liz Kidley. The main reason she went to Virginia Tech, her sister. Wait till you meet her. One of the most inspirational stories you'll see as the women's tournament rolls on. That is next.
Get ready.
Son.
Beat up this cheese. Beat up this cheese. Sargento, we're real cheese people.
And squish. And squish. Okay, good. Keep squishing. Finger. And squish. Hey. Thank you. Good job.
Squish the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
Childproofing is hard. So we didn't learn that simple. Duracell lithium-ion batteries. They're the only ones with a bitter coating to help this curse swallow.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say that, but we can. Made in America. Real steel, not yours.
I remember Sweet Joy telling people that Geico's been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the Buffalo was been out.
Doesn't ring.
And did you know that Geico offers more? Motorcycle insurance. Oh, the lips are burning.
I think Charleston.
The lips are actually burning.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and service. See how much you can save at Geico.com.
I think there's. I don't think for Virginia and San Diego's are gonna make the turn round of 32. I don't see it happening. I mean, I see an upset in either Furman or Charleston or even both. You know.
Sign up for the PF Blackheart for $1 a
Um,
day. For $99 a month, get a free Amazon Halo View. It's March 15th. It's low time.
– 22% chance to win.
The car that says so much. Introducing the Toyota Crown. Toyota, let's go places.
Cool, tangy, and unexpected. Hidden Valley Ranch secret sauce.
When you find the reason to go on, pass the doubt, pass the pain, and pass beyond the rest, and let it run. We go on. Wild pretty.
WBCC, step right this way. Oh, you remember what Friday? Clicking all around. No need for share. Everyone's happy. Even it's Kevin. What will we do next week in Vegas? Vegas, bring us to XCC for the pizza teams out and
Please and chicks getting in the way of fun. Seresto, flea and tick protection is long-lasting, effective, pet recommended, and easy to use. Learn more at Seresto.com.
Welcome back to Bracketology, Field of 136, presented by Lowe's.
That magical moment 25 years ago, and 20 years after that happened, it finally happened in the men's bracket. UMBC, the women's #1 seed. We're going to have plenty of women's discussions here in just a moment. South Carolina, the overwhelming #1 overall. Indiana, Virginia Tech, and Stanford. And speaking of the Hokies, they're going to take down Chattanooga in the first round. The leading score is Liz Pittman, 18.6 per game. But the real story for the Hopkins might be her sister Raven, who is yet to score a point for the Hopkins. But as our Andrea Adelson reports, might be just as important to team success. We're here for your teams.
For the last 4 years, nights like this have been the fabric of the Kidney family. Elizabeth, on the court, a star center for Virginia Tech. And Raven, her older sister, in the stands, cheering her on.
We have a very strong bond. I don't know how we ended up this strong together, but we're really got a strong bond.
They're dynamic as sisters. The love that they have for each other, you can see it in their eyes.
Even though Elizabeth is the one donning the Hokies uniform, Raven is also an important part of the Virginia Tech basketball family.
Fans, please direct your attention to some reporters who welcome one of Virginia Tech Hokies basketball's biggest fans, Raven Kitley.
I have autism, so they were honoring people with autism. It makes me feel good because I don't feel like people are aware enough about people with autism. They see only like people like the Rain Man or like people on the really low end of the spectrum. They don't see many people in the middle. Whereas I'm in the middle.
The Autism Awareness thing was really special for Raven to get recognized for everything that she does. It just made her absolute year, like she still talks about it now.
We wanted to make sure we honored her because we wanted to bring awareness to the community like she brought awareness to us.
Moments like the Autism Awareness Day were possible because Elizabeth chose to play for Virginia Tech, a decision where Raven's opinion was crucial.
She went to like a lot of visits with me and stuff, so she saw a lot of different campuses, she spoke to a lot of different coaches, and it was just not even close. The relationship that she had with Coach Brooks was far beyond the relationship with anyone else.
They saw not just Elizabeth, they saw me as well, like as a family.
Raven just captured, the attention of their whole staff, and she was so genuine, so happy. We developed a relationship with her. She was there, was important when they came on their visits, as Liz was.
So recruits get like graphics sent in the mail and stuff, and they actually sent Raven like another of her.
I remember in the beginning, she was really passionate about Star Wars. So when we started sending Elizabeth mail, we would send Raven some posters and then post her in with some Star Wars graphics behind her.
I have it hung up in my room in a frame, my Star Wars recruitment mail.
I think I felt that we were in pretty good shape when we went to a tournament when Elizabeth was playing, and she favored her AAU team. And it was about 25 coaches on the baseline watching the game. And Raven, on the way to the bathroom, she had to pass all 25 coaches. And when she ran past the coaches, she got to me. She took 2 steps past me, and she put the brakes on. She backed up, and she said, "Hi, Coach Brooks." And then she ran. And all the other 25 coaches just looked at me and like, "Who is that? Well, how do you know her?"
She's just a reminder of like happiness in my life. Like no matter what's going on or what's bothering me in my own life that I'm struggling with, she's always there to bring a positive perspective. She'll just grab you and pull me in her kiss at any random time. Maybe not always in the most appropriate times, but it's a friend.
I just like love on her. I text her every day. We call, we FaceTime.
I get pretty in text from her.
Just tell her to get the rebound, play aggressively, don't make any dumb fouls.
Can't leave a step back. Big bucket.
Hit the physical. That's how you do it.
They just took on the whole time. About how to deal with life adversity, you name it. They just really put them all in.
She really loves and values the relationship with all of my teammates and my coaching staff and everything. And she really just feels like part of the team.
I have my sweatshirt for autism awareness, and she signed my sweatshirt, and I got it framed like a jersey. It's hanging in my office. And that's how special she is, not only to me, to us, but to the whole community.
Oh, on the way, the tourney players to watch on the men's and women's side of the bracket. We're breaking it down, the names you need to know. Plus, Zach Edey is going to be the runaway national player here in men's basketball.
But to hear him tell it, he could have done it in any sport. He tried.
You're watching the ESPN Tournament Challenge.
All right, y'all. I'm tired.
Download the
It's been a crazy day. Tournament. It's here, guys. It's here. I'm gonna play a little bit of Xbox. I don't have school. I'm just gonna chill for a while, and then head to bed and focus for tomorrow and brace ourselves for this tournament. Next stream will be Tuesday in the first 4. I'm gonna say this now. I won't be able to stream the second half of the first 4.
Now you can with one increment.
So Wednesday's games I cannot stream. I have something I gotta do for my school's softball team. You don't need to know about that. It's something I'm like, obviously I'm not on the team or anything. I just help out with stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not a manager or anything. I just help out with some stuff. So I have to go to that on Wednesday and Thursday. I don't think I'll be able to stream any Thursday games as well. Maybe later. Maybe a few games. We'll see. So Tuesday and Friday are probably gonna be your streams, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'll be able to stream the whole, or both 32 games, or both second round days. I'm pretty sure.
It's not like the good old days.
Yeah, I'll definitely stream both days, Saturday and Sunday on the round of 32.
Since when do you get to say what we do? Exactly. Don't have the force of us or to the people.
So I'll be posting more brackets. I'll be talking. Obviously, I'm gonna be posting videos for y'all. All that as we brace and get ready for the best college event of all time in the year, in the calendar year. March Madness is here, and I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'll be doing a lot of stuff tomorrow behind the scenes. Next stream will be on Tuesday. I'll probably make a few videos tomorrow on some stuff. I'm gonna be really studying, making sure I got everything for y'all. But I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna play a little bit of Xbox. Get some sleep, watch some highlights, do some stuff, and then maybe fill out another bracket or two. We'll see. And yeah, I think that will do it. Again, a good tournament. It's gonna be a great tournament. The field is awesome. A lot of teams in there. A lot of potential upsets that I can't wait to see / watch. I'm hoping on Friday I won't be able to stream all of the first round games because some of them are going to be in school. But I'm hoping I can be home for the 6:40 games and on. And I should be able to stream the rest of those games for sure. Close out the first round, get in the round 2 on Saturday and Sunday, and then get ready for the Sweet 16. So it's crazy that the brackets, we're less than a week. I mean, brackets could be busted in a week from now. Your bracket could be busted. We're doing all this. You're doing all this. You want to make sure you study, and your bracket is busted in less than a week. Crazy.
The women's Final Four is in Dallas, and there's an extra ranking you may not know about. When we your history of NCAA women's basketball, this is only the second time the D1, D2, and D3 championships are all going to be held at the same city, at the same site. All of the best women's basketball players across the country, regardless of division, are going to be celebrated in one place. How awesome is that? Last time they were at Dallas, trip down memory lane. 2017, UConn entered with that incredible 111-game win streak, one of the greatest in all of American collegiate or professional sports. But Morgan Williams put herself in the annals of college basketball lore forever with the shot that we're talking about forever in Starkville. Then South Carolina ended that tournament by winning it, and essentially that was the start of the dominant run we are seeing in this sport as they're trying to now go back-to-back, wire-to-wire, undefeated national champions. And it all started 6 years ago. Let's start our discussion with the college game day crew, the national championship coach, the Carroll and Coach.
But yeah, I think that's good for now. I can't wait. It's here, y'all. Brackets. I'm gonna be releasing the brackets on all three websites: ESPN, Bracket app, and CBS Sports. So I'm gonna be doing brackets all week. I'm gonna be posting videos, probably summarizing some brackets on ESPN, doing more brackets for you on video throughout the next 2 days. I'm gonna be really working hard. I don't have any school Monday through Wednesday, so that's nice. So I'll be able to work on that for y'all. We'll have brackets throughout those next 3 days, so it's gonna be fun. I cannot wait. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Peace.